Leon, tensions, meanwhile, are flaring in Ferguson, Missouri, ahead of an expected grand jury decision on whether to indict the police officer who shot and killed an unarmed teenager. But just hours after protests and clashes that ended with several arrests, new steps aimed at preventing possible violence there. Rebecca Cooper is in our satellite center monitoring what's happening now. Rebecca.
Well, Allison, today officials made clear they are not in formal negotiations with the protesters, but they said they are continuing talks to reach so-called rules of engagement, where police will avoid using any excessive force during protests as long as the protesters renounce and avoid any violence. Tension growing all week last night spilled over. At least 6 protesters were arrested Thursday night in altercations with police, but today police and government leaders say they are encouraged by ongoing work with protest organizers to urge calm.
The fact that we can sit around the table and have a conversation, even though there may be differing opinions, it is why I have confidence that we will come through this better and not the worse.
The mayor of St. Louis released this public service announcement calling for peace and trying to reassure anxious residents.
We are ready, St. Louis, ready to keep you safe. We are ready to make sure all voices can be heard.
But knowing public officials don't hold much sway with many right now, officials also released this PSA from the St. Louis Rams.
We're in this together, St. Louis.
One team.
One team that can accomplish anything.
When we work together.
Together. All eyes are on us now. The whole world is watching. Our children are watching.
Let's make them proud.
Already, the father of Michael Brown, the teenager shot by Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson, had sent out this message.
Hurting others or destroying property is not the answer. No matter what the grand jury decides, I do not want my son's death to be in vain.
And today, in another PSA released, Attorney General Eric Holder urged demonstrators to effect positive change by avoiding any violence. But with tension so high, already the Jennings School District, that includes parts of eastern Ferguson, announced they are canceling classes for Monday and Tuesday. Leon and Allison, they say they don't want students in danger trying to get back and forth from school. Reporting live from the Satellite Center, Rebecca Cooper, ABC 7 News.
All right, Rebecca, thank you for the latest developments there. Now, count on ABC 7 to keep you informed with the very latest from Ferguson. Once a grand jury decision is announced, we will bring it to you both on air and online at WJLA.com. We'll also keep any eye on any potential protests or rallies around the nation or here locally, right here on ABC 7.